It's perfect. It's just like the real thing.
I'll back you up until you're satisfied.
Bringing someone who has already
Face my
passed
dude,
back to
my
life.
dudes and
Look,
dudettes, my
Ryuki.
friends.
Please just don't cause any problems.
Unfortunately, I think he caused problems. Question mark, because he's
Could you
very
please
guilty
visit me at
about
my office again at 10
something
o'clock tonight?
that I think happened at 10 o'clock that night. We'll see if my theory's correct. But I'm just gonna not fucking ramble, because all I'd ramble about is Tokiko, and I already did that. So let's just fucking see what the hell's gonna happen here. And I'm really proud of how I actually feel able to not ramble. Also, I had a massive change in myself recently in a very good way. And I'm hoping that it means that I'm gonna finally be able to really stick to this weekly schedule I've been wanting to stick to forever, because ADHD's a bitch and 3/4. Either way, I'm gonna stick to it as much as humanly possible. But regardless, yeah, all we have option to do is map. Yeah, I feel so refreshed and ready to do this. I've really had to examine myself of recent, and I think I finally actually did it enough because I feel so light, because it's too much of who I am to not be, and too much of a skill that I'm good at to not be something I should be making income off of, because I refuse to make income off of anything that doesn't light me up. And I'm really fortunate to even be in a position to do that. So I'm gonna make the most of it. A lot of people would say, nah, I really need to be getting a normal job because you don't know when this is gonna be yoinked out from under you. Yeah, I don't, but that's the point at which I'm going to feel like I can even stomach a normal job. Like, that's how much I don't fit that. I'm oil and water with the way management works. It's hard to explain, man. I can't work for other people. That's what I've realized, man. I need to make my own living, but not really as an entrepreneur, because that just sounds, I don't know, that mindset is far too capitalistic for me. I just want to do what I love and give to people and then also make money doing it. That's what I fucking want. I just want to do what I love, give to people through doing what I love, and make a living doing it. And that's all I want to do for my living. I don't want a side hustle on my side hustle. That shit's too tiring. I couldn't do that anyway. I mean, well, I will have several ways of making income going. That's my plan. But they're all gonna be based on passion for me, because that's the only thing that will motivate me enough. That's it. Period. End of story. I don't know why I even tried to do this, but I tried explaining that to my uncle, who has a side hustle and has worked a normal job his whole life, and his response to that was, no, you could do other stuff, you just don't want to. Yeah, exactly. I really, really don't want to, because it would fuck me up mentally, not just because I don't want to. In fact, I think I basically said that to him, but he didn't seem to really get it. He's neurotypical, of course he's not gonna get it. It's really hard for me to get off of that high horse and stop trying to convince people that won't be convinced, because I just really want to be left alone by people like that. But especially my uncle and my family, they have I know that they at least think they have my best interest at heart, right? Now, some people's family actually hates them, and that's fair. I don't think mine does. Mine just is worried about me, and for honestly good reason. Ramble that I may or may not even leave in here aside, because sometimes I just need to say shit like that to get my head straight, or keep it straight in this case. It's very straight right now. Actually, it's pretty bi. Actually, no. My head's more straight than bi all the time, except I am bi. Because I think more about women than men, except recently I've been thinking a lot about Leon from Resident Evil 4, but regardless of that, it's usually women. Okay. Alright, let's find dead bodies, probably. Oh boy. Enda residence. Okay, he's still around. I'm amazed and happy about it.
SUSma, the director of Horodori Institute, Chikara Horodori, was killed. Did you know about that?
What's the drowning? What does that mean? I thought SUSma and Gen, and I think maybe someone else, but maybe just those two, literally got killed, and that's why they're drowning. I'm relieved, because I love this character and his bond with Ryuki that's already obviously here. Oh god. What if that's what breaks him? Something happens to him? I wonder if we're actually going to meet SUSma in the future, because there was already some hints that he likes her, and he's just really tsundere. There's so many tsunderes in this game. Uchikoshi's based, he also loves tsunderes, and I'm so happy he does, because he's created so many great ones because of it. Like, in just AI alone, I won't even talk about Zero Escape, because this isn't Zero Escape. We've got Aiba, Mizuki, Date, Whatever happened to him? SUSma. I just find it funny that SUSma's tsundere about a tsundere. That's hilarious to me. I'm hoping that adult SUSma will show up, and I have a feeling that he's gonna be at least a romantic interest of Mizuki's, but if I know Chikoshi, and frankly most games of this nature, I really hate this trope, by the way, it's not gonna be a definitive thing. I'm so fucking tired of that. Games need to fucking commit on romance more. I'm so fucking done with that shit. But, like, it's probably gonna be teased unless he fucking dies here. I mean, it was already teased, so at least we got some sort of romance thing, but we'll see. Speaking of him dying, I thought that him drowning in Tokiko's somnium, that she killed him. But what I'm thinking now is that she intends to use him and Gen, who she blackmailed, so that makes a lot of sense. I think she might have seen his face or seen him do something bad. There's more and more of me, it feels like he's Date, but his voice doesn't sound like Date at all, and it doesn't sound voice changered, so I don't know what to think about that. If it's still Date and his voice is that different, I'll be mad at Uchikoshi, but I won't be surprised, actually. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself with that, because it could be all sorts of things. But yeah, seems like she blackmailed Gen, and I think she intends to use SUSma because she recruited him. So them drowning, I think, is actually signifying her using those people. Gen very well may be dead. Him especially, man. And what could he have done that she saw? If it wasn't him revealing his face, that's just my first thought. Because he obviously doesn't want people to see it, and I do not buy his face is horribly disfigured thing. I refuse to believe it's not someone we've seen before. It just feels like a very Uchikoshi thing to do. So yeah, what I'm thinking is that drowning is signifying her using them for her ends of liberation. Whatever the hell that actually means. I think it might actually mean literally everyone dying or something. Like dying in this false world. And maybe awakening as in pods or wherever the fuck they actually are. Who knows what the fuck's actually up if this is actually a simulation. Because there is the whole, how the hell is it a simulation? And where is everyone really? And what is simulating this world? And how is it so real? So, if it really is a simulation, which Ryuki literally saw fucking code in the walls and shit when he freaked out during the show that SUSma's father put on, so I don't know, man. We'll see. I'm not going to speculate more about that right now. I've already speculated it to death. It's going to be the kind of thing that's going to be revealed. I think right now they want you to be iffy about it, but it's one or the other. Or it's some weird hybrid or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised if somehow Uchikoshi made it so that this is simultaneously a simulation and not somehow in some weird fucking way. Anyway, I guess it would make sense that he would be questioning SUSma, because he's the one who led him to the Horodori Institute. Ryuki, I mean. So that is a bit sus, but Ryoma didn't do it. I hope this boy did not commit a crime.
Of course
God,
I
I
know.
hope so.
A killer calling himself Terror did it. But he hasn't been caught yet.
That's why I want you to help me. Help me uncover Terror's identity.
Because you're a brilliant fucking kid, that's clear. I love that, by the way. And I love their bond. They're great. It's like a father-son thing. No, it feels more like an older brother, younger brother thing. I love it a lot. Time to hunt for funny dialogue.
Okay,
There we go.
Question for you. What do you call an older woman who can't keep her hands off you?
Tama? Also, my dream? What?
A masseuse.
No, the answer is cougar.
What about a cougar masseuse?
What? Come on.
Also, she's in your eyeball. She literally is a cougar, by the way. She's got that whole personality. God damn it, I love Tama. Help me.
So cute.
My.
I'm cuter.
I agree. No, cute is not the word. I know cute is like the Japanese word for attractive, it seems like. Or at least the translation thereof, but hot is what I would call her. In my thought, there are cute women and there are sexy women. If we compare specifically the AI balls, I would say that Tama falls in the sexy category squarely, and then Aiba falls in the cute category squarely. Like, that's a good way to distinguish them, actually, in my opinion. But it seems like when something is translated from Japanese and someone is saying that a woman is attractive, cute is the word used. And that makes a lot of sense considering what I am aware of about Japanese culture and gender role bullshit within said culture.
What are you getting jealous for?
Because she's thirsty for you. And you seem to literally do kinky things. Even if there's not sex involved, she apparently literally ties you up. I've decided that's canon now because that's hot. What? Oh, I can wink sync. That's gonna be the last thing. Okay, so now I know. I don't want to press the wink sync button until I've exhausted the tree. Because I think I remember when I wink synced with Tokiko before, I ended up skipping dialogue that I would rather have played. So,
I'm sorry, but please don't ask about my dad.
what I asked was about Komeiji. I'm gonna start amending it if I don't remember to say it, because I would like this to be listenable. As far as, like, you don't have to look at this to know what's going on, at least if you've played the game before. Which, this is for people that have played the game before, in my opinion. What's your relationship with Tokiko?
What?
Tokiko Shigure. I think you might know her.
Well, you think. We basically know. There's no way that she doesn't know him.
Then what about NICE? Tokiko is the president of NICE.
He's not gonna say.
Why does that matter?
Because they're fucking sus, my dude. Sorry, but they are. And thus you kind of are.
It matters. Terra is definitely related to the QR video. There's a high probability that the video was made by Tokiko, who's the president of NICE.
So what? Leave me alone.
Sorry, dude, you're our biggest lead right now, I would say. Out of anything.
Please. I just want to be left alone.
I can see that and I hug him for this, because I feel that in my soul, but dude, we kinda can't right now. We're gonna have to sync with him, huh? Actually, but no, we're not gonna be able to, because we're gonna have to go through all the places, or maybe not, I don't know. About the QR video.
I don't know much about that video. I barely even watched it. I only know about Bats 490.
That reminds me, you haven't told me the details of Bats 490 yet. The rumor is, people who decoded that video message have gone missing, but they all left behind the same clue. I've learned the secret of the world, but you haven't disappeared. Why?
Don't ask me. All I did was decrypt the code. I didn't go anywhere.
They go to the place. Interesting.
The only thing I know for sure is that Bats 490 is an ARG. It's just a game, but the Nirvana Trial, on the other hand...
Nirvana Trial?
Interesting. Now, what did he mean by that?
It's a video that's been going viral.
That's new! We have no news about that. It's a third fucking video.
It was uploaded to ViewCube first, and then it blew up from there. A bunch of people who watched it have gone missing.
Ryuki, I found the video. Do you want to see it?
No. In fact, it's gonna probably make him more insane. But, well, we kinda have to for our job at this point, don't we?
No, I'll watch it later. This is more important.
Interesting.
Right now.
What's...
Just so I have the facts straight. This is completely different from the QR video and Bats 490, right?
I already told you. Bats 490 is just a game. No one really went missing, and it had nothing to do with the secret of the world. But the Nirvana Trial is different. It's not just a game. It's real. There's something seriously messed up about it.
You've seen it?
No, I was too scared. But people are going missing, one after the other.
That's so interesting. We haven't heard of this Nirvana Trial thing. So, does Bats 490 lead to it?
Tama, any information on these missing people?
There are about 90,000 people who go missing in Japan each
Whoa! That's a lot.
That means, on average, about 1,730 people go missing each week. This week, there have been 1,880 missing persons reports filed. That's 150 more than the average, but I can't say whether that's related to the video or not.
Well, I mean, out of a whole country of millions of people. But those feel like big numbers for missing people. Ugh. How different is that across the world? I kind of want to look that up later, but if you know, y'all, let me know. For example, what are missing persons reports like in America? And if Japan has particularly big numbers in that department, what's the cause of it? I mean, I know there's that suicide force that a lot of people have killed themselves in. And there's the Yakuza. Those are the two things I could think that might do it, but... And I know that there's unfortunately a huge rate of suicide in Japan. And I think, just as an outsider looking in, I feel like a lot of it's due to particularly stringent social ideals that are fucking drilled into people, and I think that we need to stop doing that as a human race, fucking period, and let people be themselves. But unfortunately, it's part of human nature to try to control. Fortunately, though, we can fucking stop that. And we fucking need to. But anyway, so do you know about something called the title of this video game? The Nirvana Initiative?
Initiative? Haven't heard of it.
Also, remembered to, voice that. I'd really love to just be on top of voicing those. One day.
I only know about the video called the Nirvana Trial.
Sounds related as fuck, though. He just said it, right? He wants to be left alone, but... And I also don't think he's gonna really say, but... about your phone's GPS being turned off.
I had my phone turned off.
Why?
I mean, honestly, I do too. I often have it... I don't have it turned off, but I have it turned on Do Not Disturb. It's just because it's way too much fucking stimulation for me. Way too much fucking... Like, I need to be ready to receive calls, or at least... Or feel like I'm gonna receive an absolutely important... Like, if I am doing job interviews, for example... and I put some in, I will undo not disturb until I hear anything back, unless I don't hear anything back for a while. And then, like, you know, anything else important like that, right? But oftentimes, me just checking my phone every hour or 2 or 3 while it's on do not disturb is more than enough for me to get what I actually need from my phone to do the things that I need and want to do, and to keep in touch with people, you know? And just, I don't think it's healthy to constantly have your phone on. I really don't, and I don't think it's as necessary as a lot of people have drilled themselves into thinking it is. Now, granted, you know, there's some small fringe cases, like someone could be trying to reach you because of an emergency and you wouldn't hear and you wouldn't be fast enough, but man, I felt like I needed to for my mental health for years. By the way, I kind of feel like I'm looking in a mirror when I look at SUSma and listen to him talk here. Like, younger me was very like this to a degree, but not as completely stoic, and not as obviously depressed as hell. I want to hug this kid.
Because there was no reason to turn it on.
I heard you haven't been going to school. If you don't mind, could you tell me why?
I do mind, but can't you tell? I'm all alone, just like that Jin person.
Jin?
I read about it online. He had been sick for a long time.
Oh,
I don't know
interesting.
what his condition is called or whatever.
Sorry.
But it was some sort of chronic disease.
Apologies for Kaspersky poking me. Actually, no, that was just Windows, but yeah.
He was sick since he was young. Stayed in the hospital for a long time. Didn't have any friends. According to the article, he took his classes from the hospital.
Really?
I
Wow.
felt bad for him. One is lonely enough as it is, but he's only one half. Sorry, I need to go somewhere.
Wait, we're not done here.
Where's he going?
You can keep the door unlocked. See ya.
Oh god, he's gonna get himself killed. He's going too nice.
I can't believe it. He actually left. What kind of person goes out and leaves a stranger in his home?
Nothing we can do.
Man, god, fuck. There's a lot of people in real life like that, and I've kind of been guilty of this myself, except not as much, thank god. But, like, it was really hypocritical the way that he acted. I feel like I need to point this out, because it's a very common, unfortunate thing that happens in real life, where he literally just yapped about being... He literally just complained about being alone all the time, and then made himself alone again. Himself. He literally walked out the door after saying how lonely he is and how much it sucks to be lonely. Away from a person that was with him and wanted to be with him. Obviously, Ryuki does not want to just be with this kid for work. That's clear to me. He wants to be something good for this kid. I can tell. Because I've been there. Very. Recently.
Looks like we'll have to get moving too.
Ryuki actually feels a lot like me. Because, as you can tell, I'm normally kind of like this, right? Like, sort of calm and collected, but I get excitable very easily like he does sometimes. He actually seems to be very, enthused about his job ultimately, and I'm very enthused about what I'm trying to make my living, which is this and a bunch of other things that I love doing, so. That and also maybe just creating my own thing out of what I love to a degree or another, but for the moment, I'm starting with what I've got. Alright, I wonder if we're gonna go to Mizutan, he's gonna be there. Because he went somewhere. Where'd he go? This is the other place that it was said that he loves.
Ryuki, why did you come here?
I thought SUSma might be here. I still need to ask him some questions.
But it looks like he's not here.
Looks like it.
Anyway, no point in staying here. Unless you're planning on doing a ritual to summon UFOs.
I guess because we're on top of a building.
Maybe another
Is
time.
thus closer
Let's go
to
somewhere else.
space or something. By the way, that like side eye glance that she does, they're a lot more expressive this time around. The eyeball forms of Aiba and Tama. They're drawn a little differently, and it's taken some getting used to, but I like how more expressive they are, I feel like.
Oh, Mame is here too.
Who are you, motherfucker? Hey, Date, take that helmet off. Again, I don't know, but... Man, just like... Date just disappeared. So... Oh, yeah. So, is she Shinpei's girlfriend? I don't think so. I think it was a different mermaid. Either that, or he literally doesn't have a mermaid girlfriend and there's something else. And the mermaid girlfriend was literally a cover so that he could go be
Why are
at
you
that
here?
place. I'll see.
There's something I wanted to ask Gen.
And what would that be?
Well,
And by the way, that's a cozy looking sweater, and I love blue. She looks depressed. What's going on? Shinpei just got taken in. Is it really her? But no, she's not pregnant. Or did she just get pregnant to the point that she's not gonna look like it? Like, if she's here looking depressed all of a sudden, is it literally her? Well, she's the only mermaid we know about. You know, she's been the only one we're aware of any real details about other than what they look like on that frickin' board in the back. And maybe seeing them around the cafe itself. But, I mean... But yeah, if she's here depressed and she's normally upbeat, I have a feeling... Well, I need to know.
Maybe she lost 50,000 yen on pachinko slot machines.
No, it's worse than that.
this isn't Boss we're talking about.
Oh my god. Oh, she would do that. Oh, Boss gambles too. That's literally hot to me. I have a problem, help me.
Well, it's better than having loose slots in other ways.
She probably has those too. If a lot of her sex jokes have any truth to them. Anyway,
What other way?
Ryuki, I think you might know.
No, you know.
No, I don't.
Maybe he really is that innocent in some ways. Or at least, no, I don't think, no, he's definitely not innocent, but he isn't a perv like Date. So a lot of her pervy jokes literally just do not compute to him, which is really funny to me. She's not gonna say shit, right? But I think that she's depressed because I'm after Shinpei. Wrong pay. I played Persona 3 Reload recently, leave me alone. By the way, I've decided I do want to do content on the channel about Reload, but I will wait until it's done because the DLC is coming out. And also, I don't really have a copy yet because I've been playing it through Xbox. She's not okay, but you're gonna ask it anyway.
I'm not sure why, but she seems to be a bit down today. I'm sure she'll be back to her usual self eventually. Please let her be for now.
Okay, I'm gonna actually stop asking. But I think it's because she's literally Shinpei's girlfriend, and well, we just arrested him. So, yeah. I guess she just got pregnant, so... Although I say that, She kind of seems the type that would lie about being pregnant in order to get him to conform to her parents, because she literally swindles customers and talks about it proudly. So what if she literally lied about that in order to be with him? Yeah, I think that the only explanation for why she's so depressed here is that to me. Because she's also, again, the only mermaid that we've seen that has been of any story significance. And Shinpei has also been of story significance, so yeah, I think it's her. That's a little creepy though, because she's literally in high school. But if she's over 18, then that's fine, I guess, but still... But it's very Japan for that to be a thing. Because there's this extreme culture around high school girls, which is really just pedophilic. No fucking filter. But it's like accepted over there. It's weird, dude. But as far as I understand, pedophilia is still like a no-go, but like there's a whole thing over there about it. It's really... Anyway. Yeah, about your phone's GPS.
Oh, it just ran out of battery.
Okay.
You're watching too much porn.
Oh my god, it's literally Dante.
Don't you have a softer way of saying that?
You're watching too much porn.
I love her. Also, stop calling me out. What?
That's not what I meant.
I love Tama too much. I didn't think I'd like Tama way more than I like Ibub. Even though she looked so hot, but I really do. Except she has literally abusive tendencies, I would say, verbally. So that's a bit... but fuck, I'd kind of say Iba does too a little bit. But anyway. Oh, cool, you can see out the window there. Where is the funny dialogue? Where is it? There might not be any here, which would be kind of amazing to me. I wonder why you can't seem to look at the lanterns.
It's a picture of Ganesha, the Hindu god.
Yeah, there's a lot of this kind of symbolism in this game. Which makes sense as to why there's also an Indian restaurant in this game. Or an Indian fusion restaurant, specifically. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but I've heard of it in real life. I've never eaten food like this before, though, but I would like to try all sorts of shit all over the world. One day. So yeah, about Tokiko, do you know anything about her? Cause, you should, but you're probably not gonna say anything, and then we're probably gonna exhaust all this, and then go talk to her at 10, and then that's when I think I've thought several times that shit's gonna go down, but I think this is actually the point at which it does. We'll see.
Again, do you know a woman named Tokiko Shigure?
Never heard that name before.
Really?
Yeah. Who is this Tokiko person?
That's really convincing, but that's a lie. Unless it was a different person in the same suit for some reason. There's several Gens, and if so, why?
The president of an ideological society called Nice Laws, or NICE.
Nice. You mean that secret society or whatever?
Yeah.
It actually exists? I thought it was just an urban legend.
Yeah, we did too. I really thought it was.
Thought so too.
So what's that got to do with the case?
I explained the details of Bats 490 in the QR video to him. I told him it's highly likely that Nice made the QR video, among other things.
So I tried searching through Tokiko's memories using a certain device. While I was in there, I saw you.
I see. But I'm telling you, I don't know this person you're talking about. It could be someone else wearing the same mask.
Now that he mentions that,
That doesn't sound...
It's also possible that Tokiko knows Gen, but not the other way around.
but how? Or was she just thinking about blackmailing him? She hadn't done it yet. Also, what if SUSma was invited to be instated in the NICE or go to their headquarters or whatever, and he's literally heading there now, finally? He never had before, and then she was again thinking about instating him, and then the drowning is meant to symbolize her using them. And I think everyone drowning is supposed to mean this world being washed away and everyone being emancipated, or some shit. Whatever that actually means, if it actually means death. I feel like it might. But, I don't know, man. I think the world is a simulation, but like I've said before, what exactly does that entail? Because there's a lot of ways you could think about that.
Is there anything you can tell me about the Nirvana initiative?
What is that? Is it some sort of plan?
I think so.
Sorry, I don't know what that is.
Hey, Ryuki, there's something bothering me. Something is wrong with Amame.
Yeah, I think it's Jinpei.
Yeah, she doesn't seem very energetic today.
Yeah, which she has been.
No, not that. Her heart rate jumped dramatically earlier.
Oh.
Right when she heard the words Tokiko and Nirvana Initiative.
Because guess who Tokiko also already used? Actually, wait, maybe not Tokiko, but Terror. But you know what? I bet she is Terror. But once again, she's basically the first person I thought is Terror. So it's probably not true because this is an Uchikoshi game. But we'll see.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna have to wink sync. I'm literally just gonna wink sync. She's not gonna say shit. We're about to do her, aren't we? That sounded wrong, I'm sorry. We're about to sync with her. You can tell I'm a perv because my first thought with do was, well, obvious, probably. Clock.
It's okay, it's okay.
That's interesting. What's up with you?
Everything will be fine.
What was that?
I don't know.
We already asked about this. So we're gonna go this angle, but I also feel bad about even doing this, but
Mame, are you hiding something?
she's not gonna say shit, but I'm gonna die.
No, Tokiko? Do you know something about the Nirvana initiative?
But we had to exhaust that to continue, I believe. Yeah.
Hey, Gen. There's something I want to ask Mame. How do you think I can get her to talk to me?
Let's see. Amame likes trivia, so maybe if you frame your question like a quiz?
My god, it makes so much sense that she likes trivia. If she's dating the director of a quiz show, right? More and more that's adding up, huh?
A quiz. A quiz. Hey, Mame. The last man on Earth heard a knock on his door. Who was it? No good, huh? The answer was a woman.
Nope, that's wrong too. The answer is LGBTQ+. You're sorely mistaken if you think there are only men and women in this world, dumbass.
Good shit, good shit, good shit! By the way, the people that are like, oh my god, stop with this woke bullshit. You just don't want to have something shoved down your throat, and I understand it, but there's a reason we're shoving it down your throat. It's because we're tired of feeling like we have to hide our identities from you people. So we're just not doing it anymore. That's literally all it is, and you're treating it like, I don't know, like you basically don't deserve this, hyper-conservative people, but you do. At the end of the day, I think hyper-conservative people deserve all of the ridiculously stupid annoyance they get from hearing this kind of shit. Just fucking accept that these people want to be accepted and stop being a piece of shit about it. Please. For your sake and everyone else anyway. Like, you don't even have to do anything other than not reel at this shit. I don't know, man. It's just...
What kind of pan can you not cook with?
The answer is simple. Panties.
You can tell that Uchikoshi is a Japanese male because something about panties. I don't get it.
Ah, come on. A bat and a ball together cost 110 yen. The bat is 100 yen more expensive than the ball. So, how much does the ball cost?
You would think 10 yen. Yeah, it feels like the answer isn't that simple. 10 yen is the correct answer. If the price of the ball was 10 yen, that would make the price of the bat 110 yen, which would add up to 120 yen. And what? No, that doesn't make sense. What? And therefore, the answer is 5 yen, the bat 105 yen. Wait, what? How cheap is that? It's probably more expensive than Ryuki's bat and ball. That sounds like something Tamba would say for some fucking reason. Apparently, she's dick-shaming here. Why, though? And she has to have seen them to say that. And I guess she must have, because she apparently literally ties him up as like a regular thing. We literally learned that. I'm gonna decide that's canon and they weren't joking around. That sounded serious. Yeah, unfortunately I don't think we're actually getting through to her like this because this is here, the stop questioning option, but I'll keep going with the bits because they're funny.
The highest mountain in the world is Mount Everest. But what is the second highest mountain?
K2.
I wasn't asking you.
You know what? It makes sense if trivia isn't getting to her like it normally does.
No response.
Because trivia probably makes her think about Shinpei because of what his job was.
I'm at a loss. Oh, I know. Maybe if you play that song.
What song?
One moment, please. I'll get it ready.
I like all of this touching stuff that gets people to open up.
Late at night, I get a call from you. Satellites circle and fade from view. My
Permanent smile is weird, but it fits this scene.
fail me, so I'll see.
They really love the cram idol culture in these games.
The shadows settle in. We embark.
I like this a lot. This song isn't cringe to me at all, I'll be honest. Cringe is how I would describe a lot of the other, especially dancey stuff in this game, I don't know. It's just not my shit. But I appreciate the artistry of it.
Is here with you.
Wow. She's literally smiling.
There is
I'm glad at least that she feels better even if she doesn't say anything. Huh?
the morning sun sees flowers bloom in snow. There is rain within those cheerful eyes. Where it
The other thing is her singing doesn't make me go eh, because I'll be honest, it kind of has so far. Even like, I think less so, but also, I forget her name. The girl I think is Boss's daughter.
those memories of you and me, those effervescent days.
Ooh, I really like this singing actually. At least that part, but this is good singing. Yeah, this was not a song that made me want to stop listening to it, I'll be entirely frank. A lot of these types of songs in these games have been like that. These games are becoming more and more musical. Because the first one had a few songs, but holy fuck. Maybe it even had
Thanks,
just
Danny.
one.
I think I feel
Oh,
a bit better.
that blushy one is really hot, really funny.
That's good.
Looks like Amame is back to her usual self. Don't drink them.
I know.
He's already had alcoholic tendencies. Because if you look at the inside of his fucking car, right? Is the restaurant doing well?
It's doing all right. I can only do what I can to make my customers
Ma.
happy.
But you don't want Matsushita Diner to show you up, right?
Of course not.
Yeah, Get doesn't like Yoda, which is based. NPC, you pointed that out. Hi, by the way, and thank you, as always, for being here. You're awesome. Date didn't like Ryota either. You know, I'm not gonna let go of that. It really feels like it. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, doing prep work?
Yes, I'm doing prep work for tonight.
His voice really doesn't sound like it, though, and it really doesn't sound voice-changered. Unless he's always putting on a voice for this purpose. He obviously doesn't want, if he is Date, just spitballing, he obviously for some reason doesn't even want, like, Mizuki, likely to an extent, Mame, lots of fucking people around here to know it's him, you know.
I can't make the dishes in advance, so I have to start from scratch every day.
By the way, cooking in that outfit must be the hottest fucking thing. God, Jesus. But again, he's hiding his whole ass body so that he doesn't have any distinguishing features. That's the other reason why I'm like, if that ain't Date, who's the fuck? Because, like, someone we know is behind that, because that's also been a constant thing that's been in several Uchikoshi games, so. You like the Warehouse District, don't you?
Did I say something like that before?
Yeah, I think you did.
I have fond memories of the warehouse district. I go there every morning and...
You always stop by there after stocking up at the market, right?
Do you go buy stock every morning?
Yes, since I can't store meat or fish in the freezer.
And the freezer in the back doesn't open anymore.
Why not?
I can't find the key.
The freezer is locked?
Yes, though I can still use the refrigerator, so I'm able to manage for now.
Oh god, is there something, you know, like a body in the freezer? What if she saw what was in the freezer and it's not great? The only reason I'm thinking that is the first game and the fact that he mentioned the warehouse district as well. He didn't lose the key. Something's in there that he's not opening it for. That's my theory. Mommy knows a lot about this place. She must be here a lot. She probably doesn't want to talk about it, but I really want to know if it's Chinpei.
It was nothing.
Did you get jilted or something?
No, I just lost 50,000 yen on pachinko.
Do they fucking want you to... Game?
See?
You can't be
Wait,
serious.
really? What's that song from earlier?
I was going through a very painful time of my life. It was so bad that I didn't even want to go on.
Wait a minute. Huh. Huggies, what happened? What was it? I'm trying to think. Would we know that?
Yenny played that song from earlier.
You mean he wrote it?
Well, yes.
The title is The Flower That Blooms in Snow.
You know what? What if she literally just lied and it really was Chinpei? Okay, I really want to know.
He recorded it on a cassette and gave it to me as a present.
Is that?
It's a portable cassette player. Are you familiar with them?
This was something that happened in the past, right?
This is my first time seeing one in person. That's a Volkman, right?
Oh my god. Almost name dropping so many name brands, my dude. But Chikoshi, Jesus. I feel like he's just like gets this high from gambling with destroying his life's work through fucking lawsuits from so many fucking companies by doing this shit. Like, fuck my dude.
I always have the cassette player on me with the tape inside.
Wow, impressive. I didn't realize that not only are you a good cook, but you can write songs too.
Fucking, you know who else can write songs? No, he fucking died. So what I was just thinking was Renju Okiura. What if it's literally him? But no, he's dead. Unless this is another parallel world. Fuck! Because we know that he can write songs like a mofo, Renju. So now we're supposed to think it's Renju, but what if it's neither? Because Chikoshi's a bastard. A sneaky one, but also other kinds. Motherfucking Uchikoshi is all I gotta say about all this right now.
This is a bit embarrassing.
Oh, Tokiko.
I only know her name from the internet.
That seems like a lie, but I don't blame you for lying if you're lying, because it's probably some shit.
I just love stories about the occult and conspiracy theories.
Oh, her heart rate jumped. Fuck you, game, for making me think all this shit, and then if it's literally just pachinko and that it just jumped because of this, then... her heart rate, I mean.
And when I looked up Nyes, that name came up.
Then what about the Nirvana initiative?
I read about that on the internet too. It was on an occult news site.
This sounds legit, man, but...
Supposedly, there's some sort of sinister plan by that name. But that's all that was written about it. Really, I'm telling the truth. Trust me.
Meh. I love her too much. She's great.
We didn't get leads despite all that time we spent here.
I even say me like that. I'm pretty sure that's something I picked up from other people too. But I love that she's eccentric enough to say trust me instead of me. Just because, who knows?
Neither of them had any information on Tokiko.
It is fun to say words in a way where they're not meant to be said, or I mean, honestly, I have my own language, for example, pretty much, that you'll see pop up throughout my stuff, so...
But if that's true, why was Gen in Tokiko's Somnium?
Anyway, we can figure that out later.
This is all very sus, especially because they're acting pretty convincingly without heartbeats going crazy that they don't know. Either that or, you know what if Tokiko saw parallel worlds in which these people really did do those things? My brain hurts because this is an Uchikoshi game.
Let's investigate somewhere else for now.
Okay, I'm tired. Please I need this to... I'll be honest, I really want to get back to Mizuki. You have no idea how much. I need the Mizuki half of this game. Please give it to me.
Ryuki, why are we here?
Remember how I said before that I like nature? The sea is also a part of nature. By the way, Tama, look over there.
Ah.
You know them?
Oh, no, not really.
That's... Wait.
I've just seen them around before.
Dressed kind of
where?
strangely, don't you think?
Because we saw them 6 years later, so where did she see them before this point? Is that something we've seen and I don't really remember? I wouldn't put that past me, but we'll see.
Maybe they're coming back from a cosplay event. Excuse me. I'm sorry, do you have a minute?
You.
Yeah, whom's the shitfuck are you, Whammon? Because you look a lot like Mizuki, and that's a bit me.
Those are called mallards, right?
You mean Ballard.
Mallards are a bird. That's a real stretch of a pun, Uchikoshi, goddammit. It's a pillar for anchoring a ship. Actually, wait, how many of these might have been written by the localization team in order to be an equivalent for a Japanese pun? So Uchikoshi may not be responsible for a lot of these. Because I have been made aware from watching a lot of YouTube videos about games like this that that might be what happened. So, who knows, man, if Uchikoshi is really responsible for these puns or not, and how many, if... Definitely the ones that are obviously of Japanese words, obviously. But the ones that are from English words like that, that might be just a localization for a Japanese pun that doesn't really work in English. Because there definitely are cases of that I've heard of. I can't think of any right now, but I've certainly heard of that phenomenon.
Wow. Looks delicious.
What are you imagining?
I'm not quite sure. Maybe she's imagining a giant penis, because, like, that could be the balls and the... Anyway, because it's her, right? And also, I'm about as pervy as her, so of course I thought of that. Anyway.
Ryuki, look! There's a flock of angry, finless porpoises over there!
They're probably here to protest against microplastics.
I mean, I wouldn't blame them if they got intelligent enough to do that, because that shit's scary. There's probably some microplastics in all of our bodies right now as I'm saying this, and that's a fun thought. Anyway, waters of Tokyo Bay, there are finless porpoises protesting. I love the surrealness of a lot of these things. Because he also brings up a lot of relevant topics in his games. I like that a lot. What's up with the getup? That rhymes.
None of your business.
Also, she's got a voice changer. Who are you?
I don't need to tell you anything.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Do you know me?
You're beginning to annoy me. Would you please leave?
Annoy you?
Fine. Then I will take my leave instead. The day to take action is approaching, and I must stop the plan.
The Nirvana initiative, maybe? I don't know how I just realized it. But that mask is upside down. On purpose, though, because the way it's designed, it actually contours to her face. And there is a nose-like protrusion where her nose should be. But then there's a nose and mouth upside down on her forehead. Wait, what if she's from the Order of Percent? And she's literally trying to stop the Nirvana initiative? That makes a lot of sense. Because that's Tokiko's plan, as far as I understand.
Stop what?
There she goes.
That's my thoughts on her right now.
What was she talking about?
I don't know. Cosplay band, maybe?
Motherfucker.
I've never heard of a plan like that.
Then maybe it's a family plan. Whatever the case, let's forget about it. More importantly...
She would think about it. Maybe it's a plan to have sex in order to have children because sex is involved. Because I like sex, obviously. I love you, Tama, because God, she's so fucking relatable in that way. And hot.
On to the next place, huh?
It's one of those things that keep your teeth aligned.
That's a retainer.
Container retain. Yeah, that's a little bit less of a stretch, but goddamn it, Uchikoshi.
You like a nice oil drum-shaped woman, don't you, Ryuki?
What? That would be literally just like no hips. Excuse me?
Where did you get that idea?
From the same place she gets all her ideas. She's always thinking in the horny direction. My whammon, because it's me. It's me. Hi. I feel very mirrored in Tama because I'm so horny. Okay! I'm just loving and living right now. Loving this game and living life right now. Feels good. It's been an hour. It does not feel like it. Feels good, man.
Ryuki, you look tired. Are you okay?
After all that, we haven't made any progress at all. It takes a toll, knowing you've wasted your time on a case like this.
Why don't you rest for a bit?
I plan on it. That's why I came here. This place is always therapeutic for me.
Is that...
Leon.
What's he doing here?
Wait, oh, that guy from the cafe.
Let's go find out.
Yeah, okay, he was gonna come up again. I knew that, but...
Oh.
I forget anything about him other than he's in love with... I forget her name right now, but the girl who I'm still pretty sure is boss's daughter. By the way, baseline. Stereotypical American man, yeah. What are you
I
doing?
was watching the sky.
The sky?
Yeah, like I told you, I've dreamed about being up in the sky since I was a little kid.
Honestly, as a bi-man who loves edgy people, need I say more? No.
I always wanted to be a pirate.
You mean pilot?
And the fact that his chest is so bare anyway. Brain? Stop thinking about pussy and ass for 1 second. It's very difficult, goddammit. Anyway, what are you drinking?
Oh, this? It's Alfred. Non-alcoholic beer. I really love this drink. It was in that vending machine, so I got one.
It's such a weird... I know it's a thing. It's a weird phenomenon. I've actually had non-alcoholic beer, and it's actually cool. I had it, and I actually liked it. I like bitter things. So I actually drank it, and it was nice. But, like, why would you drink it a lot? I feel like the only purpose of non-alcoholic beer is to, like, have a drink with your buds or whatever, but not actually drink. That's the purpose of it, in my opinion. So, it's weird, man. Why are you here?
I like this part. It's quiet, peaceful, serene.
I know the feeling.
It's the perfect place to be left alone with your thoughts.
I agree, but what were you thinking about?
The fact that I want to fuck... Kizuna, that's her name.
Oh, I just got a request
Or
from
that.
someone. I agreed to do it on the spot, but I'm not sure if it was the right choice.
Someone like Terror? I think so.
I've been wondering if I should have refused instead.
What was the request?
Can't tell you that. It's confidential.
That's just sus. Yeah, I don't blame you, Ryuki, for immediately wanting to do that after hearing that. You know about the Nirvana Trial first?
Yeah, and that's the video that everyone's talking about online, right?
Yeah, we still haven't seen that. I'm really interested.
I haven't seen it myself, but I've heard of it. I heard a bunch of people that watched it have gone missing, though who knows if that's all true. Supposedly, there's some complex hidden message in that video, just like Bats 490. I don't know much else. Well, I don't know the situation exactly, but I understand what you're asking. You want to get inside that facility and take a look around. Maybe there's something there, though I didn't see anything last time I was there. Oh well, I'll accept your request. So stop making that face, alright? Cheer up, please.
Facility?
I don't know.
By tonight, he must have meant today. The night of the 12th, right?
I would assume so. You did say he just got the request.
Who did it come from?
I can't tell.
Anyway, I'll be going now. Looks like you've got a lot on your plate, but try not to overdo it.
Yeah, no, like, I've thought this several times already, but if this isn't where things culminate, I'll be confused as hell. And also pretty frustrated, because I need to get back to the Mizuki times, alright? I need her and Aiba trying to out-tsundere each other so much. God, I need it. Anyway.
See ya.
By the way, Ryuki, about the Nirvana Trial.
Well, it's less that they try to out-tsundere each other and more that they fight in funny as hell ways to me. And they also are constantly digging at Date, which I like Date, but he deserves his criticism, my dude, because he is, oh boy, he's a mess of a human. I'm one too, and I'm also about as horny as he is, but Jesus, dude, I try to at least keep it a little bit less public than he does, let's say that.
Now that you bring it up, we haven't watched the video yet.
Wanna watch it?
Yeah, play it.
What?
I'm sorry. Can you please play it
Oh
for me?
boy.
Very well.
Yeah, okay, I was wondering. Yeah, it's another same thing. Oh god, that's fun. Wait, that's literally... Is that literally, that kind of looked like the guy that got killed. Maybe not. Yeah, trippy as hell, just like the other two. Oh, it's man robs ghost and some Indian letters? Again, there's a lot of that whole Indian mythology thing going on in this game. Toilets? I bet literally the message behind it, because this has got to be, once again, nice, is the world is full of shit. That's fun. Is that the end of it? That's really cool.
Hey, Ryuki? Are you okay?
Why does he freak out so much when he sees this shit? That's gotta be so plot relevant. Fuck, dude. Yeah. Once again! It's literally meant to make the Frayers do the fraying thing. Because this is what happened when he saw the first one. Also, Nico B addressed it in his Let's Play from a comment he received about this. This is apparently literal gibberish in Japanese. You are not supposed to know what this means. But yeah, like, this is once again, I think, the simulation coming undone. God, this is creepy, though. I really do want to know what the hell's going on.
What? What? It can't be. How? Why is it suddenly nighttime?
Don't you know? The Earth rotates toward the east, so...
What was I doing all this time?
You've been standing there, like an NPC that froze up.
Eh.
Hey, what happened?
That's what I'd like to know. I watched that video and then I came to and now we're here. What time is it, Tama?
21:30.
Could you please visit me at my office again at 10 o'clock tonight?
This is bad. We need to hurry.
Sheesh.
What the shit?
No.
I wasn't expecting her to die. I was expecting her to have killed people. Again, this game loves to subvert expectations like that. Chikoshi's really good at doing that to me, man. I'll give myself some credit, okay? Because I'm really trying to do that in general. It's a lot healthier than not giving myself any. It's not. as easy as not giving myself any, but it's certainly a lot mentally healthier. So I'm working on it. But, I will give myself credit that I'm gonna talk about this when I'm not having to stare at that, because it's getting to me a little bit.
It can't be.
This can't be happening.
And let me guess, same deal, right down to the cut in half in a way that shouldn't be possible thing.
The president informed me that you'd be here at 2200, so I let you through into this room.
Did she literally kill herself? Because, like, yeah, this keeps happening. We keep being told to go somewhere at X time by someone, and then when we get there, there's one of these half corpses. So she killed herself for some purpose. And I think the purpose was to keep fraying the world because I'm a frayer, and she literally said she can resurrect herself. Whether that's true or not. I honestly hope so, because she's a really cool character, and I actually have a crush on her. Anyway.
Then, her body. Yeah, that door is the only way in or
Yeah,
out.
I figured that. When did you last see Tokiko?
I think it was around 1400. The president got back from seeing the police, returned to this room, and I haven't seen her since. I'm not always in the president's office. I'm usually on standby in the room outside. I only come here when called.
Tokiko has been in this room since 2 p.m.?
She should have been, yeah.
Has anyone entered or left the room?
No one.
Is it possible that someone was in there before 2 p.m.?
No. I'm sure you're already aware, but the security here is incredibly tight. There are security cameras all over the stairs and corridors, along with the elevator and outside the door. It's impossible to get in without getting noticed.
Ryuki, I checked the data on the security cameras. It's true that no one entered this room other than Tokiko, and no one left it either.
Any security cameras in this room?
Of course not. Who'd put a security camera in their own room?
Yeah.
Anyway, I need to report to the people at Nye's.
Very well. Please don't let anyone out of the building.
Got it.
How did this happen?
If I wish to do so, I can resurrect myself.
One thing is for sure. Ryuki, look around the room. No traces of blood.
In other words, Tokiko wasn't killed here.
The culprit must have been Terror. He killed Tokiko somewhere else, then brought her right half here.
But how did he get in the room?
SUSma really does have the signs of a serial killer if you have seen enough of those kinds of stories. So my honestly first thought is SUSma, but how and why are my next questions if that's true.
We don't know how he left either.
What if he's still in
Again,
this room?
what if it ain't a fucking he? Which, again, Tokiko was the last person I was expecting to die. I feel like I should have at least more of a mind for Uchikoshi's bullshit than I do at this point. But he's a good mystery writer, man, so he keeps making mysteries happen. Imagine that.
No, that's not possible. I checked with X-ray vision. No sign of anyone and no biological responses detected.
Although granted, it's not very hard to pull the wool over my eyes. I definitely know a lot of people that have guessed plot points easier than I did when we discussed certain plot points and certain things. But still, I love how I'm oblivious to that stuff, at least for this reason, as much as it's also an insecurity point for me.
Then he had to have escaped somehow.
I suspect the culprit's escape route and way in were the same. So, Ryuki, let's look into finding the escape route first. We should know how the culprit got in once we learn how they got out.
Okay, let's investigate.
Before we begin, I want to point something out. The side with the window is the south. And the waterfall is to the north.
I know that. Why are you mentioning it?
Shut your mouth! It'd be a pain in the ass if we didn't know which way was which. You should be grateful I told you.
Okay. Why are you angry?
Just zip it and get working, all right?
She's angry because it's funny, is really what I think Uchikoshi's real answer would be to that. Who knows, though. She might have a real and lore explanation, actually, knowing him. Angry Ryuki face is honestly kind of attractive to me. Brain, hello? This is new. Oh, right. No, this is the okay, this is... Okay, switching between this mode we've already seen before and the reality... That virtual reality activation hasn't come up until now. I like this part of the investigation, by the way. It's another layer to the gameplay that isn't just the somniums. I like it a lot.
The room is inorganic as a whole, so this really stands out.
That's true. Well, there's that in this too. Water is also organic, but yeah. This untold rule that they weren't killed here, which I don't know how true that is. I think it's possible they were killed here if literally there's a simulation in a different world that you can go into or something, and it's somehow like they're able to get split between the fucking portal that opens up to the new world and the current one. That's a theory I basically just came up with throughout this episode in the back of my head as to how the cutting in half could happen in the way that they're specifying at the molecular level, which shouldn't be possible with tools. So what I'm thinking is it's whatever supernatural phenomenon is related to what the fuck Ryuki sees when those videos open up, whatever the fuck they open up in his head or whatever. And it's an non-nuable X symbol.
Looks like the statue is made of iron.
I wonder if that'll ever be relevant. I guess it must be. I love this song, by the way. I love this kind of ethereal shit. Always have, music-wise in games.
As I mentioned before, there are no traces of blood in the room. Not on this desk, the walls, or the floor.
Terror killed Tokiko somewhere else, then brought the right half of her body to this room. But how? If you spin this around, a secret staircase from the floor.
Won't appear. It's Tokiko's right half.
I could see that.
Just like before, it's been severed at the molecular level. The body appears to have been cut with the same instrument, and she was also bisected while she was still alive.
Yeah.
In other words, it's highly likely that it was the same killer.
Yes. That's why I said Terror is probably the culprit. The estimated time of death is approximately 3 hours ago, which would be around 1900 today.
I think Terror is that girl with the mask, because she just said she was going to stop the plan. I theorized that it meant Tokiko's plan.
That's when we were at Yoyagi Park.
Time of penis. Yes, I said that. And culprit. The estimated time of death is around 1900 today. The culprit is believed to be Terror. Whoever the shit that is. I think Tokiko was not above killing people. If she had the chance, she might have also done so before. Oh wait, hold on, right. Modes. Yeah, and there's different things. Oh, interesting.
What's this?
There are metal plates shaped like numbers embedded in the board at the front of the desk.
Oh, I get it. It's again another thing that she put in there to symbolize everything that Nice is about, because yeah, numbers that are not visible by the naked eye. I think it's pretty clear what that means. It's the fact that this world is a simulation, blah blah blah, which Yuki literally has seen that, so that's...
So you're able to see them by using X-ray like this.
It's as if this was prepared just for us. Who would do something like this?
Anyway, we can figure that out later. Let's focus on the investigation.
Wait, is this the fucking nil number that she talked about? I'm gonna take a screenshot of this, because I just feel like this is the most relevant ass thing. We'll see. I'll probably try that number in that one Tokiko thing earlier when I've at some point, when like either when I've beaten the game or, you know, at some earlier point I'm going back through the tree and stuff or whatever. But yeah.
Is this?
What is it?
Inside Tokiko's womb.
Wait,
There are
what?
traces of her having given birth.
Interesting. So, what if that woman is her daughter? Because she's definitely younger than Tokiko.
What?
Though it wasn't recently. It has to have been more than 20 years ago.
Tokiko has a grown child?
Yes, but there are no records of this anywhere in her family register.
Okay, she had to be like over 40
She
then.
hasn't filed birth registration, and there aren't any records of it in any medical institutions in Japan.
Yeah, my first thought is that girl. The masked one.
There's something in the floor.
Maybe it's a rail? It's embedded in the floor.
This is probably an electromagnetic rail. It extends from the corner of the statue toward the pond.
Huh. Wait a mother. Huh.
There's something embedded in the wall.
It's a keypad for a pin code.
This frame is on there tight.
I bet the
It won't
pin
budge.
code is
Maybe
that
there's
number
some way to
or
move
some derivative of it. I really feel like this could have been left for us, especially if she knows or thinks he's a Freyer, or
A hidden passageway behind it?
she literally said she knew he'd come. I think she wasn't lying, and I think that's why she left this stuff too. Because I think she also knew she was gonna die. Maybe. Regardless of if she planned it or not.
Probably not. Looks like the wall behind this waterfall is made of tungsten. It's a material that blocks X-rays, so I'm not able to see anything beyond that wall.
Or it's so that no one can see anything from the outside of this room for some reason. What if there's literally some chamber that maybe opens a door like fucking here? Maybe I'm reaching, but either way, there's a magnetic rail. It goes to the statue? Yeah. Huh. Actually, wait, this might be the door. What does it say exactly? Stretches from the southeast statue toward the pond. Yeah, it does end there. No, the statue's supposed to move, I think. But then what? Why would it? And what would that do? Oh, same shit. But then again, wait, this wall's supposed to move out, isn't it? And then open up or something, or, huh? Either way.
What's this?
Oh.
There's an arrow under the
Oh,
symbol.
interesting.
And 7 squares, too.
If you detected it with thermo mode, does that mean it's emitting heat?
It must have a heating wire or something embedded in it.
Whoa. 7 arrows and squares drawn under the non-equal X symbol. Actually, wait, hold on. I'm trying to remember. I just fucking realized, so Ryuki's a young man, right? I think it's specifically mentioned he doesn't know much about his parents. So I'm thinking he could be Tokiko's son. Cause like, it really feels like the more of this stuff he goes through that she left it for him. That also really explains her patience, if that's true. That also would explain him being a Freyer, I think, if she's... Like, if it's her DNA and she's a Freyer. Yeah, this also... What the shit?
There's something coming out of it.
It's an infrared laser. Normally it wouldn't be visible, even with thermal mode. But this place is full of water particles. The light
Whoa.
hits the water particles and disperses, making it visible to the human eye.
Whoa.
The light is shining toward the southeast.
Again, more science with Uchikoshi. I love these games for that.
It's crossing the pond in a diagonal line.
An infrared laser is emitting from the northwest statue towards the southeast. And same thing with the opposite.
An infrared laser is coming out of the statue, too. It's crossing with that other beam.
This one's aimed to the northeast, huh?
I bet those two dialogues would have been switched if you triggered them in the opposite order, which is a nice little detail that's very immersive. So I think there's 2 sets of dialogue for these, and it triggers based on which one you do first, which is cool. I like that. That's a neat little detail. I always love a bit of choices matter, even though that's a pretty dumbed down example of that. That's really neat. What? There really doesn't seem to be anything else to investigate here. What? What else am I supposed to see? Have I even seen these on this side? Is there something else I'm not seeing? Along the floor.
The same kind of rail is over here, too.
It's even going toward the same direction.
Maybe this is what I needed to do. Oh, there we go. Okay, I was like, hold it. There cannot be much left.
Alright, looks like we've investigated what we could for now.
Can we do anything with this stuff? But that's going to be relevant later. We're going to be able to open that later, I think, maybe. That safe.
Now, let's get to solving the mystery.
How did the culprit get out of the room? That's what you're talking about, right?
Yes, so let's begin. The first thing that comes to mind is that rail under the floor.
The electromagnetic rail.
The rail leads from the statue toward the pond.
Yeah,
Do you think the statue moves along the rail?
it's made of iron. So maybe it's pulled with an electromagnet.
It's probably operated with a remote control or something.
But I didn't find anything like that.
Then, please.
Tama, do you have a magnet?
No, I don't. Besides, can't move something like that with something as small as a portable magnet anyway. Yes, we have no other choice.
So, let's get right to it.
Wait, don't actually move it until we're shooting.
What do you mean?
I mean when we actually record this with the camera and complete the film.
Why are you like this?
Eh.
Quiet! I'm the director, so you follow my instructions or I'll fire you.
Eh.
This statue is the same as the one we saw earlier.
The underground rail leads toward the pond.
Which means...
Oh god. Lubricate floor is gonna lead to some kinky shit. Let's hear it.
If you make the floor slippery, I'm sure it'll move on its own.
if that's your best idea, why don't I cover your whole body in lotion and drag you?
Okay, that's not what I thought it was gonna go, but that also is kind of kinky.
Well, there's not much else we can do.
So, let's get right to it.
You little shit!
Meh.
Don't make me send you back to the green room, damn it!
Oh, right. We were still in rehearsal. I'm not supposed to move it until the shoot.
Yes, we don't want this important set to get damaged, right?
This is a set?
There was an input device behind this. You already know the numbers to enter, right?
Even if I did, I would need to be able to move the frame.
I'm obsessed with her voice. The voice actress needs fucking awards.
That's not what I asked. Do you know the code or not? In fact, I need you to know the answer. If you can't even solve this, you don't deserve to call yourself a member of Abyss.
So, can you tell me the numbers? It should be 7 digits.
Shit. Hold on. This is why I took the fucking screenshot. Because my short-term memory is absolute buttocks. Especially if the numbers that aren't zeros fit in there. Let's see. Wait, no, it's not going to be here in offline mode, right? Wait, I think I did have the folder. Oh god, no, that's indecipherable. Shit. Honestly, okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to save myself time. Also, I think this is a bullshit investigation. I think you also absolutely need this code. Bullshit meaning it's gonna take a lot of mental gymnastics. Like, if something's this vague, I feel very justified in looking it up. Oh god, I'm so fucking glad that I looked this up. I would have been stumped by this. And I'm not sure why you would arrive at the correct order of these, and why you would even think you should multiply them. So the code is 4901095. Thank you, ScreenRant.com, for this particular solution.
Yeah, good job. That's probably the answer.
Probably.
I mean, it's not like I actually checked. I don't know whether those numbers are correct or not. Okay, the rehearsal is now over. It's time to start. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to start filming.
This poor man. And by yeah, he means no.
Ryuki, you're going to play the fleeing culprit this time.
This poor man. He's already going nuts before our eyes, and then you're making it worse with shit like this, I feel like.
The one who placed the right half of Tokiko's severed body here.
You just finished a big job. You need to get out of here, fast.
But if you leave the conventional way, you'll be spotted by the surveillance camera.
Same thing for when you entered, too.
The culprit used some special method to get in and out of the room. Now, I want you to consider the situation, and whatever you might be feeling, use it for your performance.
Hey, is it really necessary to act?
Why do you keep asking?
Shut up! Okay, here we go. Ready? Action!
I'm the one who killed Tokiko Shigure. I brought the body here for some reason. Now that I'm done here, I'm gonna leave.
Terrible acting, as usual.
Give me a break.
Okay. What did the culprit do first to escape?
Well, there's that electromagnetic rail in the floor leading to the pond.
Why does it have to be this song? Could you have picked a song that was not in fucking Dickhead McGee's Somnium? That's what his name is now, in my opinion.
It pulls the iron statue with magnetic force. The culprit probably used a remote control, but I can't find it, so... I'll try forcing it! Something happened.
It's because it touched the infrared laser from the southwest statue.
Okay, so the statue was moved so it would hit the laser.
What did the culprit do next?
He must have also moved this statue with a remote.
Okay, go.
The statue begins moving via the electromagnets. The culprit grins maniacally, his plan in motion.
Stop! Can you not read the stage directions out loud? You're supposed to play the part of the culprit.
But what's the point of...
Don't talk back to the director! Don't make me throw a fucking ashtray at you!
Oh no! I need to hurry, or someone's gonna see me! Hurry! Hurry! Move already!
Good, Ryuki, that's it! That's the performance I wanted to see!
But like I said, the culprit probably had a remote.
It's fine. This scene is where we show the screaming of the culprit's tortured heart in monologue.
Alright. This statue reacted to the laser too.
We thought weird shit broke Ryuki. I think that's part of it, but I think also Tama's literal abuse probably had something to do with it. Of course he'd drink like a motherfucker with her yapping at him in his brain all day. Like, think about that.
I see. So this is how it works. So I just need to enter the number from earlier, right? 4901095. There.
It really did work. Okay, yeah, fuck that puzzle, and I'm really glad I would have looked it up eventually anyway, because
Look.
I wouldn't have figured that out. No, I couldn't see a world in which I would.
Door.
Maybe I'm not giving myself enough credit, but at the very least, I wouldn't want to put myself through that, because it would have been hard for me to arrive there if I could. Like, very hard.
It's more than a hidden door. It's an elevator, see? There's a button pointing down next to the door.
This is the highest floor of the building. Looks like this elevator is only for going down.
Let's try pushing it.
Now we know Terror's escape route.
And the way he got in.
Terror used this elevator to bring Tokiko's right half into the room.
He must have used the same method to get out.
The statue and non-Yipple X symbol must have been set up to return to their original positions automatically. Anyway, let's go down there.
What is this place?
It looks like we tunneled to the other side of the world.
You mean we're underground?
Yeah, more than 160 feet deep. Radio waves are completely cut off due to the depth. We can't connect to the network, so keep that in mind.
I estimated the depth by calculating the acceleration and the time spent in the elevator. Neat.
Anyway, let's start looking around.
Well, they really did time out that appearing, that next dialogue thing, and thus the soundbite appearing right after you would have read that, because it got revealed. I like that.
Maybe we'll find some sort of clue.
With how slow I read, too, it didn't overlap. I don't think me reading that out overlapped, which, thank God, because I'm kind of amazed considering I know I read slow.
This is kind of creepy.
Maybe it's a pedestal for performing some sort of ritual.
Like offering a sacrifice.
It's not an ironing board, that's for sure.
Tokiko. She said NICE isn't a religious group. But this is clearly...
It's definitely got some cult vibes going on.
What's this? It's mechanical.
Some sort of device, maybe?
Can't you analyze it?
Not from here, no. At the very least, it doesn't seem to be explosives or poison gas.
You mean it's safe
It's
to
a
open?
bong. No, it looks like a telescope. I think they said that, though.
Probably.
They can't open it, though. Some sort of sacrificial pedestal, they just say right there.
Sand is coming down from above.
Looks like the ceiling has degraded. I hope it doesn't come down on us.
I already knew Nice was culty, but oh boy. And yeah, she's crazy, obviously, so that's as evidenced by that one facial expression that she showed that was not just deadpan, that was my last episode's thumbnail for a reason, and that's because that whole episode was about Tokiko and how much she intrigues me. And the fact that she showed any emotion at all and that was what came out, that's, yeah, a lot of what she intrigues me for.
A nice symbol here, too.
The non-nuable X. Don't tell me you're going to open it.
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't.
Why not?
Well, just a hunch.
It should be fine. You said it's safe to open.
I did add probably.
Still, we can't just not check it.
You can't get the treasure unless you lay the dragon, huh?
I think Tomer wishes she was a dragon right now.
There's so much wrong with that statement. But yes, that's the idea. What was that sound?
Ryuki, a biological signal has been detected. They're somewhere close.
This is what happened, I think.
What the?
That sent him into
What?
drowning himself in alcohol, as was literally stated.
Why do you look like that?
What do you mean?
Anyway.
She doesn't see that. She sees a person, I think.
Hey!
But why does he see... It's because they're from, like, the other world or the real world or something, right? And he's the only one who can see that because he's a Freyer?
What is this?
I don't think Tama can be a Freyer because she's of the world. She's just an AI, right? So I think that this person's from another world, and I think she's seeing a normal person. Yeah. And this is definitely someone who's there.
Ryuki, there's a torch coming down from above!
There's something very significant about how they look, obviously.
There's another one!
But I don't quite know what it is yet. But it has something to do with the... Oh god, okay. I'm really proud of how I'm not fucking this up yet. But watch me just to jinx myself, hopefully not. Because I think this continues, because they're still chasing him. He's still chasing them. I would not know what gender this person is.
Hey! I said stop!
Also, nice ass cheeks. Whoever you are. Brain, please. Oh god. Let's go. I bet then they set up the explosion and then wait.
Boss, I apologize for yesterday.
Oof.
Ryuki, we wouldn't need police if an apology solved everything. I know you're doing your best on this investigation. Nevertheless, your screw-up yesterday really cost us. The investigation hasn't been proceeding like we hoped.
I'll make up for it. Please, give me another chance.
This reminds me of something.
Date? Yeah,
My
I think
daughter's
so.
been begging me not
Oh.
to decrease her allowance when she gets bad
Oh.
grades.
Oof. Yeah, who is she? Is it Kizuna? Please. I need to know!
Daughter. I'm still not used to hearing that.
Oh? Well, I guess it's true that I don't give off a maternal image. I haven't done anything motherly at all, really. My daughter just turned 18 last year, but she pretty much grew up all on her own.
Also, I don't know if I don't know if Kizuna was 18. But, like, no, I think it is. Because the hair color, the eye color. Yeah, she does have brown eyes. I think it's literally Kizuna.
18? She's older than I thought.
Yeah, because she said little girl. Probably to throw us off on purpose. But, like, she revealed that, and then I think the fucking next scene, because I picked the diner first, was Kizuna. I think it's Kizuna.
You wouldn't think it looking at this figure, huh?
God, she's so flirty, and I love her for that.
She's a grown woman now. She's capable of handling her business. Unlike a certain someone who gets overeager and screws up big time.
Oof.
Nothing other than what you already know.
And new information about the investigation is what I asked.
Oh, right. There is some news about the case. It has an official name now. The half-body serial killings. But that's pretty long, so we've just been calling it the HB case.
The HB case.
Now you know how the media is. You don't solve this quick and they might end up calling you the half-brain investigator. So you'd better start getting things done, Ryuki.
It's all right now, because I am here! Half-might!
Excuse me?
What I'm trying to say is, I'm motivated, so please let me stay on this case. I'll solve this case no matter what it takes. In fact, I'm the only one who can.
Look, you realize it was that kind of gung-ho attitude that led you to making that mistake yesterday, right? I understand you want to distinguish yourself, but you're biting off more than you can chew.
But I can't just stop now. I should be able to handle this better than anyone.
Ryuki, boss is right. You're getting too impatient. Your life isn't over because of one little slip-up. More importantly, you need to accept your faults and learn from mistakes.
This is really fucking hard, but she's really fucking right about that, because I've been having to do that very fucking recently, very deeply, and it sucked, but I'm way better because of it. So, it sucked at the time, and now it's a great thing that happened, because I am in a much better mental place than I've ever been, and it's because of that, basically. Really funny how I played it so soon after that happened. Basically today? Pretty much, yeah, today. Life's crazy and interesting, man.
I understand your enthusiasm, Ryuki. So I'm giving you a chance to redeem yourself. I want you to continue investigating this case.
Thank you.
But I need you to follow orders from above.
Orders from above? What do you mean?
It's official. Kuruto Ryuki, you're being demoted to a police officer.
What?
This is for yesterday's fiasco.
Wait, you mean like a normal cop? That's terrible! That's way too harsh!
However, I'll give you 3 days. If you can resolve the case within that time, I'll take back your punishment and you won't be demoted.
3 days?
Ryuki, we should look at this in a positive light. We can continue the investigation, and if we can solve it in 3 days, you can avoid demotion.
It's impossible. We barely made any progress. How can I solve the case in 3 days?
Ryuki.
Demoted? Me? I'd rather be a bum on the street than a disgraced cop.
Ryuki!
Oh, and the communication system still hasn't been fixed. So any data Tama obtains can't be uploaded to the cloud yet. So just like I said before, Tama's data will be lost if her body is damaged. Be careful. You seem completely out of it.
Ryuki. Ryuki?
Yeah. I think the scenery helped me calm down a bit. But to think... to
You still have 3 days.
It's impossible. I can't believe I was told this today. Of all days. Today was the day I lost my other half. I had a younger twin brother. He had a strong sense of justice. Whenever he saw evil, he would stand up to it, face it head on, no matter what. That's just the kind of guy he was. His dream was to become a detective and help bring all the dangerous criminals in Japan to justice.
That's why he wanted to be a cop, right?
My brother and I were really close, and we hung out all the time. It was like he was another me. But on that day, 6 years ago.
Of course it was 6 years ago in this series. Oh my god, it's always 6 fucking years ago. Holy shit.
My brother and I were in the city, and we happened to see a wanted criminal.
God, I just thought of something. This is a reach and a half, but like, what if... Okay, so, big oofy events happen every 6 years, right? So whether this is a simulation or not, what if, like, these big events every 6 years cause, like, branches in some kind of world line or something, or what have you? Or what if it's literally just a 6-year loop, actually? And then everything's, like, really different. It gets reset because it's a simulation. Again, really stretching, but, like, that's 6 years, 6 years, 6 years. Every 6 years, something horrible happens. And it changed people's lives, and it's really neat.
I called the police right away, but the culprit tried to flee on a big trailer truck. He was about to get away. So my brother tried to stop him, and he ended up in front of it, and...
Actually, no, that second thing doesn't make sense. Given that Mizuki definitely ages 6 years. But, like, I feel like the every 6 years thing is really neat.
Went over. Crushed half his body.
That picture's fun. It's half his body, oh my god. Is that why he says half, Mike? Because he feels like he's only half.
This is the watch he was
Oh my
wearing.
God.
His time has been frozen since, and I lost my other half. My brother died 6 years ago, on February 13th. Today was the day. But I guess there's no point in me telling you all this. You already know my entire history. I hate the criminal that killed my brother. I wish I could catch him and rip him to pieces. And not just him. I hate them all. All the evil in this world. I hate it all.
Then, are you really going to give up now? If you give up, the evil wins. Ryuki, isn't there something you should be doing for your brother? Think about it.
That's why he reacted the way he did to half body.
Yeah, you're right, Tama. Thanks for reminding me of my promise to him. I'll become a hero of justice. That's why I decided to carry on his dream and be a police officer. If I fall into the bottom, I just need to crawl my way back up. I can't let it get to me now.
Okay, so what?
The reason I became a sinker at Abyss was so I could encounter the more vicious criminals.
All starting to add up now. Was wondering why he's so gung-ho about being a detective. I get it. And why he's so gung-ho about not being demoted. Okay.
The foul, immoral kind that evade the law. Sinkers dig deep into their hearts and make them pay. That's my idea of a hero. I lost something of mine in order to become a sinker. One of my eyes. I had to extract my eye to become a sinker.
So he literally just said, take my fucking eye out.
So you could transplant an AI ball. Me.
The surgery was last summer, right after I was assigned to Abyss.
Yes, so you and I have known each other for about half a year now.
I've lost many things along the way, but thanks to you going into my left eye, I feel like a lot of that emptiness has been filled.
Ryuki.
Tama, as long as you're with me, I can keep going. No, I have to keep going. For my brother, I'm going to catch the HB killer.
Yeah.
Okay, then it's time to pull myself together and get back to the investigation. So, got any new intel?
What?
I'm sorry. Do you have any new information for me, please, ma'am?
Yes, I do. I looked into Chikara Horidori some more and came across something fishy. Also, I found something interesting about SUSma.
There's a lot of interesting things about SUSma, but what's new? I need to know that first.
The location indicated in the hidden message in BATS 490 was a research institute. That's what SUSma said, right?
Yeah.
But it actually wasn't Horodori Institute.
Because that led us to Tokiko.
I read through a ton of speculation threads online, and none of them mentioned Horodori Institute.
Then where was it, really?
I don't know. All I know for sure is it wasn't Horodori Institute.
Huh.
Then that means SUSma lied. I have to talk to him. Where's SUSma now?
Oh, what the shit?
It looks like he turned his smartphone off. But we do have a lead. Remember what Komeiji said?
Yes, he really loves this Ferris wheel too.
I knew we'd find him there sometime. Like, it must be
He's
now.
almost in middle school and he still comes here by himself all the time.
Ferris wheel. The one on the rooftop amusement park at Nisatan.
I already feel really bad for Ryuki, because not only did he not solve this case for 6 years, I think he did end up being demoted. And knowing his motivations, oof, you know? No wonder, right? No wonder he became like that. Fuck, my dude.
Chikara was doing some dubious research in the past.
His current research is pretty dubious too. Rewriting DNA to achieve immortality.
It was even more questionable than that. Rumors say there were even human experiments involved.
Human experiments?
Anyway, word moves fast, and the Research Institute was temporarily shut down. This happened 9 years ago.
Of course it was 9 in an Uchikoshi game. My fucking god.
During that time, Chikara went missing for a bit to avoid being investigated.
But what about the current institute?
It was reopened after things had settled down. Of course, that required a massive amount of funds, which was provided by Riichi Chieda, Kizuna Chieda's father.
Okay, so I still think Kizuna is Boss's daughter, and so what happened was that the reason her last name is Chieda is because they were dating or something, and then it went awry, and she got pregnant during that time, and then he ended up taking the child because he's powerful or something. Yeah, who is that man?
Riichi Chieda is an extremely wealthy investor.
And because of that, he was able to probably rig the courts in some way against Boss. And that's why it seems like he has full custody of Kizuna and has just completely legally likely wiped Boss's name out of the picture. This poor woman. No wonder she has the mindset about dating she seems to have of like it'll never happen, because yeah, she's been through breakups like this.
He's rich enough to be on the list of the world's most wealthy people. He's involved in a wide range of business ventures and holds many different titles. Investor, philanthropist, the founder of the Chieda Foundation, a university professor emeritus, a national goodwill ambassador. And after all that, he also became the chairman of a social welfare corporation, Iowan.
Iowan?
It's an orphanage.
Iowan. That's significant as absolute fucking fuck.
Seems that's where he is now. Wait, before we go, you have a call from Iris.
Iris?
Oh, Ryuki? There's something I wanted to tell you about the case.
What is it?
Well, I'm sorry. Recording is about to start, so I can't really get into it right now. Would you be able to visit Lemniscate later?
Lemniscate, the talent agency Iris belongs to. The building also has a small recording studio.
All right, I'll see you there later.
Okay, thank you.
Wow, cute. She is cute. Makes sense that she's an idol.
Our destinations are decided for now,
But, like, there's a lot of things that I don't like about how she is. I've explained this, but, like, also, she's a fucking brain tumor. Like, she's allowed to be pretty nuts because, I mean, yeah. I mean, she doesn't have it anymore. Thank fucking Christy fuck. But yeah.
Iowan, Nisatan, and the third is Lemniscate.
There's one more place I'd like to go. Marble in Golden Yokocho.
Ah, Mama the Informant.
Why does she look like a fucking Persian woman now or something?
You suspect she might know something.
I knew she'd be a thing. Why is she wearing that now, though?
That's right.
Then let's get going.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, we're gonna go later, actually. Because, well, I've been recording for around 2 hours and 39 minutes. Oh, wow! I've forgotten completely about all this menu stuff this whole time. I'd hope to not neglect this as much the whole game.
Worried about health?
Wait, this is... I've already done this. They say that too.
Yes. Do you treat your body well?
I feel like he doesn't. I just have this feeling.
I'm sure. Is
Ah!
your image on your mind?
That's mean! I don't do anything. Oh, I'm sure. Wow, what's that supposed to mean?
Ah. I think it's fine. You don't need to worry about it. I like hairy people. Male or female. Bigfoot. That's my type.
What?
You know what they say about big feet?
Oh my... Let's talk about something normal for once! Ah! I'm sure he's told her that lots of times at this point, but she doesn't want to.
Tama, let's talk about something normal for once.
Oh, so vanilla cake. Sure, we can talk about that.
I love her. I love her horny ass, because she's me. But hot whammon. Goddamn. Alright, that's the thing. I love her. Wow. Okay. Does Santa really exist? You become Santa. It's, yeah, plus crazy makes sense for that. Plus brave, loving, impish, and plus 3 crazy? Did I read that right? Down the chimney? It's gonna damage my Harry. Cute. I would like to be on top of that more than I've been. Either way, friend, Irene, stuff and things. Like, comment, subscribe if you'd like to. That really help me out. I hope y'all are doing well, and that I hope that, like I'm trying to do, you just live a life kind to yourself, kind to others, and you just pursue your passions as best as you can, because I think that that's the key, man, to living a good life. Either way, friends, until next time, hack it!